Hi, this is James and Sarah with The Full Life. Sorry we've been absent for about a week as we were in a place where we didn't have any internet service, so we weren't able to post any videos. But we're back. Today we're going to share with you our exciting... Maybe that's not the correct term. What do you think the correct term would be?
I don't know.
Our thrilling?
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming? Yeah, I like that. Underwhelming trip to the McPike Mansion. In case you're like, what's the McPike Mansion?
Yeah.
So, growing up in the 80s, a few blocks from where I lived in Alton, Illinois, which is this little podunk town right outside of like East St. Louis area.
On the Mississippi River.
Yep, on the Mississippi River. And it was this huge mansion, and it was kind of off on one of the busier streets of the community. And it was like... I don't even want to call it a crack house, because it really wasn't a crack. It was more like a crack mansion, because it's huge. It's a mansion, so it was a crack mansion. I mean, all the windows were boarded up or busted out. That's Celeste, by the way. There was graffiti everywhere. There were shady characters walking in and out. So anyway, the legend or the urban legend in our community was if you were walking by or driving by at certain times, you could see a phantom or a spirit or a face in the windows. The ones that were remaining. There wasn't a lot left. They weren't boarded up. And so I remember, at least in my past, that you could tour the building like in the 80s and 90s, but it was really expensive. It was like $150, and it had to be only like one day a year. And so I saw that they were having tours, and I was super excited. You know, I said, I told Sarah, we gotta go see this. We're not even big ghost people. But, you know, we gotta go see this house.
No.
And
we were on the impression it was going to be a house tour,
mm-hmm.
and that at the end of the tour, in the cellar, there was going to be a medium present that could help with any paranormal activity discussions, right?
Yeah, that was what it was $20 a person, so it's kind of expensive for just a house tour, and it was supposed to be like an hour and a half long. And so we show up, and they're playing like a slideshow of some of the pictures and some of the history, and the door of the house is open. You know, and it looks really, pretty, but we're kind of sitting off on the side because we got there late. And the tour begins, and they literally walk around the house, and they show you a couple things around the house, and you go directly into the cellar. So,
yeah, basically. Mm-hmm.
So the tour did not include house.
they put out some like different like windows and the sunroom that they had redone from the exterior, but we didn't see anything in the interior of the house except for the wine cellar.
Yep. And so you go down the wine cellar, and the medium's there. But I'm not going to talk too much about that and what my belief system is via that. But needless to say, we kind of got trapped in the back, and then they turned off the lights. And people were, they were having all kinds of instantaneous spiritual...
paranormal stuff.
Experiences. And needless to say, we weren't very impressed by... and, we've had some paranormal experiences in our lifetime, but we really didn't sense anything there, and it wasn't that exciting. But it lasted like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, that we were in this dark, smelly, cold cellar where people were having experiences about smells and temperature.
Yeah, and sensations of touch and colors and darkness and shadow
and we just kind of sat in the back and laughed, which probably wasn't the most respectful thing. And they had the whole thing on infrared camera, and we were sitting in the back just busting up laughing. So needless to say,
none of us experienced anything other than a long in the dark episode of why are we here?
Yeah, and if I could say anything, I would use the terms of Stephen King and say it was very much a dead cell to us. And so then we left, and I think we had more fun discussing the fact that we didn't tour the house.
Yeah.
Than we did actual house tour. And I mean, the point is, I would have given them $40.
Sure.
I would have just been like, here's $40. Refurnish this house.
Restore the whole, yeah, use it to refurbish and restore this beautiful historic mansion.
Exactly. I mean, we got these little buttons that said I survived the McPike Mansion. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Boom. Yeah, there you go. And frankly, I told my wife later that, I feel like I would have deserved that button if I had walked up there in the 80s, because it was a crack mansion, and surviving it was actually like something that you felt like you survived. But this time I kind of felt like I survived a really long time in a cold, dark, dank, stinky cellar. But don't get me wrong, I really hope that people continue to go to these things, and we support. I support the renovation, and I know that's how they support.
That's how they get their funding to continue their renovation of the McPike Mansion, is doing these ghost tours and, supposed house tours. So if you're interested, there are other videos on YouTube about the McPike Mansion and the various paranormal activities that people have experienced there. We just do not experience any of that stuff.
Nope.
And would have preferred to see the interior of the house, not just the wine cellar.
All right, again, this is James and Sarah with The Full Life. If you think we're funny and good looking, which we are, go ahead and subscribe below. All right, take care.
Bye.